Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to a brand new chapter. That's right, this is no longer the Delaware Blogger Podcast. I've taken a turn for the awesome and revamped the show entirely for a generation that's anything but retiring. This is Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger. Now, are you over 55 and looking for a podcast that speaks your language? Well, you've come to the right place. Whether you're rocking retirement or still chasing that corner office, Boomers and Beyond is your weekly dose of fun, friendly conversation that's all about things that matter to you. Now, we're going to be diving into lifestyle topics like health and wellness, travel adventures for the young at heart, navigating family dynamics. We're going to talk about adult children too, exploring delicious food options, and of course, finding ways to keep life fun and exciting. Now, each week is going to be like chatting with your best friend over coffee or tea or juice or whatever you prefer. But hey, you won't even have to get out of your pajamas because we're going to be sharing stories and swapping ideas and tips and maybe even sharing a tear or two, but mostly tears of laughter. And guess what? This show is for you. So if there's a topic that you want to discuss, let me know. Leave a comment. Go to delblogger.com when you see this episode hit the blog and let me know what you'd like me to cover in future episodes. So go grab yourself your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's get ready to boom on the Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger Podcast. Now, today we're going to chat about something close to all of our hearts. That's right, staying healthy and happy. Not just through the sizzling summer, but all year long. Now, as we get older, our bodies and minds work a little differently. And that's fine. That's perfectly okay. But it does mean that we've got to be extra mindful of how we take care of ourselves. Some mornings I wake up and there's a pain. I'm like, why is there a pain in my toe? Why is there a pain on my neck? I'm not doing anything different, but we're just getting older and our bodies are changing. So we have to stay physically strong. And that's what today's episode is about. Now, with the sunshine and warm weather, and we're getting outside enjoying life, remember, light activity can be more intense, especially in the heat. We have to listen to our bodies. Schedule those walks or those bike rides for cooler mornings or even in the evenings. But if you want to work out, water workouts are a fantastic way to stay cool and active. Whether you have your own backyard pool, a community pool, or you're going to the Y or the beach, whatever the case may be, those are great ways to get those exercises in. And don't forget, talking about water, stay hydrated. Sip on water throughout the day, even when you don't feel thirsty. I know that's difficult, but fill up that water bottle, that jug, that whatever the case may be, and carry it with you and sip throughout the day. Now, some of you may be thinking, look, it's going to get hot out there. It's going to get too hot. I'm not exercising. This is when you have to be creative, right? Don't not exercise because it's too hot. There are things like chair yoga or chair stretching, which I do inside in the air conditioning. Go to the mall. The malls are great places to walk because it's climate controlled. It's cool in there. And some malls might even offer senior fitness classes. So check it out. Now, although we want to stay physically strong, let's think about how we have to keep that body strong, nourishing that body, that food for thought. Now, What we put on our plates is just as important as what we do with our bodies. During the summer, fresh fruits and vegetables are out there, and there's a lot of them. So think about watermelon, cantaloupe, berries. These are all packed with water and essential vitamins. Don't forget leafy greens, salads. Matter of fact, I went to a salad in the jar presentation at Focus Pharmacy in Smyrna. Shout out to Dr. T and shout out to Anita who talked about it. And if you need those extra proteins, we talked about grilled chicken or fish because they're a much better, lighter option than heavy casseroles, heavy pasta. And speaking of lighter options, sometimes the summer heat can, make you feel less hungry, but don't not eat. If you want to fast, that's fine. But start with smaller, maybe more frequent meals throughout the day. Even smoothies packed with fruits and yogurt are refreshing and are a nutritious way to stay cool and fueled. Now, we talked about our body. Let's talk about our mind, keeping our mind sharp and our spirits soaring. Because summertime is a great time for social gatherings and travel. But for others, it can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. So, to combat that, make sure you connect with friends and family, even if it's with a phone call or a virtual chat. Yeah, I know texting is pros and cons, but sometimes we just want to connect with others. Staying mentally stimulated is important. Read a good book, try a new hobby, challenge yourself with a puzzle or a brain teaser, or like I said, start that podcast, start that blog. I'm here for you. The Podcasting Your Purpose resource guide is available. I also have the basic blogging tips for beginners book. So if you're thinking about starting a podcast or a blog, let me know. Send an email to info@ablakeenterprises.com and we'll get you started today. So here's another fun idea. A summer bucket list, right? Chat with your friends, write down activities that you'd like to do, like visiting a local museum, trying a new recipe, or even taking a day trip to a nearby beach. And you have that summer bucket list, start doing it, right? Share these lists or share these goals with your friends and your family because it's a great way to stay connected and it keeps our spirits bright. We don't have to get on a plane and, travel far away, but just, someplace local would be good too, a park or, a museum. There's so many parks here in the state of Delaware that some are just, a few minutes away, some are a few hours away. But think about what it is that you want to do this summer because what mental wellness matters. We just ended May, which was Mental Health Awareness Month. But mental health awareness shouldn't be relegated to one month. It should be every month, every day. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Feeling down, anxious, or overwhelmed sometimes is normal. But if they persist, please reach out for help. Talk to a trusted friend, a family member, a doctor. There's no shame in asking for support. Nope. And there are so many resources available. There's something called the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI. They have a fantastic website and information and support groups specifically for us older adults. So check it out. I'm going to leave the link once I check it out to make sure it's legit. Now, again, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, you're ready to unleash your inner voice and share your wisdom with the world, my resource guide, Podcasting Your Purpose Edition 2, is packed with information to get you started on the right foot. And for those of you that need a little extra guidance, I also offer the 5-week coaching course. So head over to dellblogger.com or shoot me an email at info@ablakeenterprises.com to learn more. Now, remember, my friends, taking care of yourself is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. I've written about this many times. So head over to delblogger.com to read more. It's essential, but you got to make healthy choices. You have to stay connected, keeping our body strong, our mind sharp, and our spirits soaring all summer long and beyond. So leave me your favorite summer self-care tip. Share them in the comments, leave a review. And then when I put this on my blog, make sure you leave comments there too. And don't forget to subscribe to the Delaware Blogger podcast for some more fantastic lifestyle tips for us boomers and beyond. See ya. It's the DE Diva, aka the Delaware Blogger. Well, folks, that's all we have for you today on Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation and maybe even learned something new. Now, remember, if there's a topic that you'd like me to talk about, don't be shy. Leave a comment on the website. When this podcast episode hits Del Blogger, you'll be able to leave a comment. delblogger.com. And even if you have suggestions, I love that too. Hey, I'm also looking for some fantastic sponsors and collaborators who cater to the amazing 55 plus community. So if you're a business owner, have a business or service, and you think it would be a great fit for the show, send an email to info@ablakeenterprises.com and we'll get in touch real soon. Again, thanks for joining us on this journey, and I'll see you right back here next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for another exciting episode of Boomers and Beyond with the